All right, here's why you're not gaining weight, even though you're sometimes even eating 3,000 calories a day. So you say you're eating a lot, but your weight is moving. Some days you hit 3,200, and other days 2,100. So your low days kill your surplus, and if you're a skinny guy, you can't afford inconsistency. You have to eat consistently more than you want to if you want to build up a size like I've managed to do here. Right, so the problem with averages is that they make you believe you can make up calories from previous days. So this is good advice for guys that only miss the calorie goal by like 100, 200 calories. But it's not good for people like us that, like, if you tell us that, oh, we can make it up tomorrow, we're going to under eat by like 800 calories. Like, here's a log of me after like, oh, I want to say 8-ish months of tracking calories. And I'm still not perfect at this, right? It's still like decently challenging for me. Like my goal for this random week in July was 3,400 calories, and I averaged around 3,000 because of that. These 2 days, what's that, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Monday, they messed up my 7 day average because I only had around, I think, 2.6K or something those days. All right, so those messed up my averages. And keep in mind, I was in a way of thinking where I'm thinking like I'm eating so much. Because look at that Thursday, look at that Friday. I'm eating in a big excess. Friday, I'm borderline on like, I don't know, like 3,600 or something. So the problem with the average is they give you this false sense of security where if you're not close to being at an ideal physique or whatever, don't trust the averages. They let you think you can make up progress. But if you're missing 2 days of like 500 calories or whatever, you literally have to eat 1,000 calories more than you want to when you're already bulking and you're already trying to push the food down, all right? Like, don't trust the averages. Instead of an average, try setting a calorie floor. So a calorie floor is pretty self-explanatory. It's just the lowest number of calories you can eat every day. It's your safety net. You don't sleep until you hit it. That's very important. Like, it's literally like gun to your head. You need to eat this amount of food every day, right? Like, it should be easy enough where if I tell you for the next 6 months you can't eat under X amount of calories, you should be able to hit it. All right. So it removes all the guesswork. So let's say for my example, a good calorie floor for me would be like 2,700, 2,800 ish. And if I hit that, that would have fixed most of the problems of the low days. My weekly average would have been up to like 3,200 ish. For you, if you're just starting out, make the calorie floor as easy as possible. Don't let your ego get in the way, all right? If you need to make the calorie floor even 2,000, that would honestly get you started gaining weight, because you probably have days right now where you're eating 1,600, 1,700 calories. You probably have days where you go until like 5 p.m. without actually eating anything substantial. So for you, having a calorie floor of 2,000 would genuinely be a good idea if you're a skinny guy. And it works the other way as well. If you're a fat guy right now trying to lose weight, if you have a calorie ceiling, I was like, I will never eat over 3,000 calories in a day for the next 6 months. You will literally make more progress losing weight than you have so far. And you just keep bringing that ceiling down. It's the same way for skinny guys. Once you can easily hit 2,000 calories, you progressively overload. You progressively overload your diet just like you do your training, all right? If you're always hitting 2,000 and that's easy, then bump it up. Bump it up to 2,100, 2,200, 2,500. Eventually, your floor will be 3,000. You'll be easily gaining weight and hitting the PRs. How would you actually do this in real life? Okay, I got off a call with a client. I literally got them to do this mid call. Right now, I want you, if you're watching this video, get a pen and a piece of paper. You need a pen and a piece of paper. I'm gonna assume you have that pen and piece of paper right now, and if you don't, it's not a great look for you, is it? So I want you to write down on the left hand side all your dates. So July, 29, 30, 31, and then it's August, and then it goes on. In this top corner, you on the top middle corner, you put calories, how many calories you've had, and then you have other stuff that you want to track, like have you worked out today, or this was for a client, so he has to tick the box of whether he sent me his check-in or whatever, his weight and his food or whatever. Me personally, for habit trackers that I personally use, I have, if I hit my calories, if I exercised, if I got this many steps, if I did my uni work or whatever, if I had 3 liters of water, and if I woke up before what was it, 8:30 a.m. So I have all these different habits. If you purely care about just gym, then have your calorie floor, put like rewrite those boxes like 2,000 calories or whatever, and then gym if you worked out that day. That's if you purely care about gym. And then those two, you literally make more progress than you have so far. All right. How do you find your calorie floor? If you don't want to do this, just set yourself a calorie floor of 2,000 and just stick to it and just bump it up over time. But if you want to make it more exact, just check your last few days of food logs and just like look at the lowest number of food that you've had, and that's your floor. And if your weight's stuck, just keep bumping up the calorie floor. All right. How do you hit the floor? Okay. You can do stuff like adding a 700 calorie shake. You can pre-log your meals in MyFitnessPal the night before, so you like convince yourself to have the food. And you can build fallback meals for lazy days. So a fallback meal is just like a really easy high calorie meal you can make with like minimal prep time. So I'll go recipes down here. Something that I've genuinely had like 3 times a day when I was trying to gain weight is this exact granola bowl. So 350 grams of yogurt, 90 grams of granola, and then some berries. Easy 700 calories. It tastes nice. It tastes crunchy. This sandwich recipe, which is great as well. 2 slices of thick toast, some tomato paste on the bread, 30 grams of cheese, 100 grams of cooked chicken, some hot sauce, easy 500 calories. And then if you want a snack without cooking, then you got a peanut butter with dates. So 50 grams of peanut butter with 40 grams of 50 grams of dates with 40 grams of peanut butter. It's an easy 400 calories. All right. What would your results be? No more under eating, no more stores, and you'll consistently gain weight every week. All right. So, your final reminder, set your calorie floor right now. If you don't know what to pick, just pick 2,000 and increase it over time. And by the way, the calorie floor does not mean when you eat 2,000 calories, if you want to eat more, you can't, okay? It's literally in the name, it's calorie floor. You eat 2,000 and then you can eat whatever amount you want over that. So if you want to eat 4,000, 5,000, which I don't recommend, but if you want to, you can. But realistically, you won't. Because if you were the type of guy that would just randomly eat 5,000 calories often enough for it to be a problem, you'd already be fat, all right? Or likewise, if you're a fat guy trying to lose weight and you your ceiling is 3,000 and you're scared that I don't want to have 1,000 randomly. If you're the type of guy to randomly just eat 1,000 calories and not eat until like 5, 6 p.m., then you wouldn't be like chubby right now. So don't worry about the outlier days. You're probably not going to have that many outlier days. Otherwise, you wouldn't be where you are right now. So set your calorie floor, hit it every day, and then don't break the streak. By the way, if you want one-to coaching, DM me on the Instagram account, Pullups Packy on Instagram for one-to-one coaching, and I'll help you out with your exact bulking strategy. Thanks for watching.